Hi, and welcome back to It's Miracle Beauty. I am a beauty review channel from the consumer point of view. Today I am doing some first impressions of the Fenty Beauty Snap Shadows. This is number 9 and number 10, and the Lash Freak Mascara. This one surprised the hell out of me. I'm just going to say that. I had no expectation of liking this, had no expectation of even giving a great review. I figured it would be a piece of, you know what, because the wand is what made me think that. So we'll go into more detail in the video, but if you're curious about Lash Freak or the Snap Shadows by Fenty Beauty, I hope that you will keep watching, and let's get started on today's first impression review. So today I'm doing a first impression of the new Fenty Snap Shadows. She did just release 2 more, number 9 and number 10. Number 9 is Wine. It does look like that. And number 10 is Money. So I'm mainly going to be using Money today. I might grab like a transition shade or something like that from Wine, but Money is going to be the main event today. So first thing I'm going to do, I am going to take this shade from Wine that looks like this, and I am going to put that in my crease. One of the things I personally notice about Fenty, I feel like people either love them or they hate them. Like there isn't a middle ground. And one of the reasons I think many people hate them is, and this is just my opinion of course, is they do take an extra step to blend out. Whereas like Pat McGrath very first try, Natasha Denona takes a little bit of effort, but overall really doesn't. These, I feel like they have great pigment. I feel like they look good when you're done, but you do have to put that extra like step in to make sure that it's blended well. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a hurry and used these and stepped out and looked in the truth visor, you know, the mirror under your visor. Looked in there and went, oh, what the hell? Luckily, in my work bag, I do typically keep at least one eyeshadow brush, like a really neutral palette, and then like a face brush and a powder just for emergencies. Nothing like a full bag anymore. I used to carry a full bag of makeup. But with the masks, I just wear a lot less makeup, so I don't actually have to. But I do feel like back to these, I feel like you just gotta take that extra 2 seconds and really check your blend. And honestly, I think this probably blended better than it actually does in some of the other ones. What is it? I think it's called Smoke. That one I kind of have to work with a little bit harder than some of the other palettes. So now I'm flipping back to the green. I'm actually going to go into this shade right here. It's like the only matte green that's in here. So I want to use this in my transition and kind of make it green. And I probably will use this for my outer corner. This is what I like to call puke green. It's like that, not khaki, but not really true green either. So it's like a puke color. It does have quite a bit of kick up. I am seeing just a little bit of fallout down here, none on this side, which again, with a kick up, that's kind of what you're gonna see. I do think this palette would be better if it had another green matte in it. I think that having only that lighter green, there is a satin in that shade. I actually think I'm gonna add a little bit of that in the outer corner versus that brown like I had planned. Next, I'm going to go into this green shade right there. The other thing I will know about her shadows is they do typically need cleanup. So definitely fallout, definitely perfecting edges, things like that. But once you do all that, I feel like they're absolutely stunning. I think they do a really good job. They are not my #1 favorite brand I've ever used, but I do enjoy it. Hers for me are also better because of the travelability of them. You can easily fit 2 palettes snapped together in almost any makeup bag. So they're just really versatile in that way as well. Okay, so I did do a wing. It's pretty dramatic today. I thought with the green eyeshadow it was kind of fitting. They are definitely stepsisters, but we're going to keep moving. So first thing I'm going to do is go under. Now that my foundation is done, I am going to go under my eye, do that shadow. Then we're going to try a new mascara that I've never tried. So I did not bring my Holy Grail lash primer out here. We're going to see what it does with my lashes. I am going to take a shade I didn't use when I was using the palette. I am going to use this one right here. I'm going to use that on my lower lash line. I'm going a little past halfway because I have an inner corner one I'm going to use. So it does look like that. It really doesn't, to be honest, look that different from the shade I used on top. It has maybe a little bit different undertone, that's about it. So I did wipe off my brush with my color switch. Now I'm going into this gold that's right here. And again, I'm just putting that like on the inner fourth or third of my eye. You can let me know which one it is because fractions were never my thing. So it does look like that. So you can actually see my nail marks in my cheek. I do rest my elbow on the table when I do my eyeliner, and then I do like put my finger on my cheek while I do it. I think it's this finger I put on my cheek. It gives me a balance so that I can keep it at least somewhat straight. They're actually not that bad today. This one is a little bit more angled than that one, but trust me, I've had worse. I wore winged eyeliner daily for about 5 years, and then I didn't do it for like 3 years, and I swear, like, I lost all the skills. Now we are going to try the new mascara I have the Urban Decay Lash Freak. I have never tried this. I honestly wasn't even curious in the beginning, and then I have a coworker who loves it and keeps talking about it, so of course that did it for me. It's the brush that I don't like. I did get forewarning to wipe off the brush before using it. So the brush is pretty interesting if you look at it. It is only on one side and it has like little tiny bristles, and then the top is supposed to be used to push them up once you have mascara on. So we're going to try this today. I do commend companies that try to redesign and try to improve things. I just feel like for myself, a lot of these sounding 100 newfangled things don't work for me, so. It's my understanding too, if you don't wipe the brush off really good, then it does make it more difficult and it's harder to get your eyes to not have mascara everywhere. So far, I'm not having a huge issue with it, although I do feel like it's very slow. So I'm going to work on this. I will show you part of it and I will speed it up so it's not so monotonous. And then we'll come back and talk about some thoughts about this mascara. So that is what I have for the mascara. So honestly, it's only a first impression. I do want to keep trying this. However, everything that I thought about that design that would be terrible, would suck, would not be for me is actually what made it work the best. So on the top of that lash, it is, or that wand, it is a very flat surface on the top. So on that surface, there's a brush at the very end. So the bristles on the bottom you use to curl, or to put your mascara on. And again, I thought as tiny as these things are, they would never work. They're very sturdy and it does allow you, look at that, to grab all the lashes at once, which makes a more cohesive mascara application. So that's one perk that I thought would never be. The lash on the tip when you flip it over, the brush on the tip, when you flip it over and go to move it up, it helps comb out your lashes as you do it. And it's in the front, so it's going to those really tiny lashes. So I definitely am going to keep trying this. The only real negative I'm seeing so far is my lashes are staying curled, but it's not a powerful enough curl, which I talk about all the time on my channel. My lashes are very stubborn. I probably will use a lash primer with this just like I do anything else, but I wanted to show today without any help, without any assistance, what it does. So it definitely has a curl, but it's not a very big curl, first of all. And second of all, it's a very wet formula. I don't care for wet formulas. That's why I don't like the Lash Princess. Just too wet. I'm going in with my Makeup Forever Absolute Emerald eye pencil. I actually love Makeup Forever's pencils. They're too expensive to buy all the time, but whenever they have a good sale, I typically will buy a couple. So that is the final look. I am going to go finish the rest of my makeup and then I will come back and give some final thoughts. So this is the finished look with everything. The face is from a review or try on of products I forgot about, wanted to try more, things like that. And that should be up after this video, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So let's talk about the Snap Shadows first. So the only one I used in the wine side. The wine side is this one right here. And I thought it worked fine. Again, it wasn't a shade that I was like, holy cow, like this is amazing, because I do have to work at it, but it did do well. In fact, it was so pigmented that it reacted with the green that I put with it. So definitely a good shade. If you like these color styles, I think this is a good one. I am obsessed with green eyeshadow. And unfortunately, this to me was not the one for me. I hate saying that because I do love Fenty and I actually love the Snap Shadows. They're some of my favorites. But so first of all, these two shades in the middle actually are pretty similar once you put them on. They have a slightly different undertone. One has more of a yellow undertone. One has more of, I guess it's a warm undertone, but it's just different. Their undertones are different, but the shading, once you see them on the skin, are very close together. And then this one over here, it's like almost like a puke color, which normally I love. It turned yellow once I mixed it with the brown. It kind of was a weird reaction. Again, that's user error. If you use two colors, they mix together and form something weird, but it did blend out well and did fine. And then this gold, I only have on the inner right here, but it was very easy to work with. It was very buttery and easy to use. The last one I want to talk about is this satin on this side over here, that green. That one is kind of a pain in the butt to work with, but it has just the beautiful colored payoff when you get it to work. It is the deeper shade you're seeing within the eye look today, and it definitely, it's frustrating. I had to pack it, then blend it, and pack it, then blend it. I couldn't use any sort of fluffy brush. It had to be a tightly packed brush, and it did end up giving me a really pretty color gradient, but
it is a feisty little devil over there.
So just heads up, these are beautiful. If you're not doing full grade looks, I think you would like these a little bit more. If they're accent colors, if they're lid colors, things like that, I think you would like it a little bit more. I do feel like this one does last, unlike a lot of the colors I've seen that, like not Snap Shadows, just greens in general. A lot of greens, when you move your eye around, you'll start seeing loss of shadow, and this one does not do that so far. So Lash Freak, this one shocked the hell out of me. I'm going to be honest. So again, as I said in the video, I never thought I would have purchased this. Never thought I'd have any like to it. And my lashes are still curled. They are definitely not like staying up attention, but my lashes don't even stay this curled with any mascara I use. Not any at all. The exception to that is tubing mascaras, but I don't feel it's fair to put a regular mascara up against a tubing mascara. They're just a totally different formulation. So the Hourglass I am able to use without a primer, and my lashes do stay up, but that probably is the only one. Even Thrive, I have to use a primer if I really want my lashes to stand, you know, for lack of a better word, to attention. So this one, I am pleasantly surprised. Everything I thought would make it suck actually is what makes it a good mascara. The other thing I like about it is normally I don't have this much definition in my lower lash line, but between that little spiky long part of the brush and then the tip, I was able to really define my bottom lashes. So this one so far is a win. Obviously, this is a first impression. I am going to keep trying it, but so far I am honestly really, really impressed with the Lash Freak. Again, I'm just really impressed. Everything that I thought would make this suck actually is what was good about it. So that is the end of my first impressions for the Fenty number 9 and 10 for the Snap Shadows and the Lash Freak mascara. I hope that you will like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. It does help everyone in the algorithm when you do. Watch time and interaction is what propels people in the algorithm. So if you do like somebody, make sure you to show them that attention. And not saying it has to be me, but anybody you watch on YouTube, make sure you give them that if you want their channel to succeed. So that is it for today, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I thank you for watching.